I am Daynara Drakary, the mother of the Phoenix. Your tyranny ends today.
The narrow sea is merciless. Its waters swallow ships, and its storms drown empires. But in the heart of this ocean of fury, a blazing land rises, defying nature itself. Vucandor, the kingdom of fire, a fortress carved from volcanic stone, where flames serve both as weapons and as judgment. The protectors of the flame, fanatical devotees of the sacred fire, believe in the Phoenix goddess, and that divine flames are the only force worthy of deciding the fate of men. Only those who endure. Its trials are deemed worthy to rule. The weak are consumed. For centuries, this belief kept the kingdom undefeated. But every empire built on fear is destined to fall. Deep within the castle, a child with fiery hair and piercing blue eyes stared into the dancing flames of the great furnace. Daynara Drakary never felt cold, nor heat. The fire that devoured others was nothing more than a whisper to her. Her father, Daynara Drakary, was a king both feared and worshipped, a man who believed in the supremacy of the flame and the tradition of sacrifice. He preached that only the true children of Vucandor could withstand the flame of fate and be uplifted by the Phoenix goddess, the highest entity in their faith. Curiously, Daynara never felt warmth. As a child, she was tested in cruel ways. Her father commanded her to hold searing hot iron and walk barefoot over burning coals. She never cried, never screamed. But it wasn't strength. It was something inside her, something that shielded her from pain. At 12 years old, she witnessed her first offering. Her cousin, Ergen, was chosen. A noble, loyal to the crown, thrown into the sacred flames without hesitation. He screamed, he begged, but the fire demanded sacrifice. That day, Daynara realized her time would come too. Years passed, and her bond with fire only grew stronger. Daynara became a warrior, skilled in swordplay and battle strategy, but she was never the heir her father desired. Her elder brother, Joffrey Drakary, was Rhaegar's pride, a brutal leader, willing to do anything to uphold the empire's rule. Daynara often questioned her father and brother. She saw injustice in tradition, cruelty where they claimed order, and that made her dangerous. On the night of the Festival of Flames, a great battle raged at the borders of the kingdom. Rebels marched against Vucandor, weary of the king's tyranny. Rhaegar knew he needed a greater sacrifice to maintain the protection of the divine fire. He chose Daynara. She was dragged through the palace corridors, whipped by those who had served her since childhood. Her own mother, the queen, watched in silence, never lifting a finger to stop them. At the altar, Daynara smelled the sacred oil, saw the fires, glow reflected in her father's eyes. The king raised his voice, chanting the holy words,
"Burn, Daynara, burn! Rise as the flame of our empire!"
Then she was cast into the fire. For an instant, everything dissolved into heat. The air burned, the world vanished. But the flames did not consume her. They embraced her. The fire turned golden, burning not to destroy, but to purify. And then a roar shook the sky. The temple trembled, the people screamed, even the king recoiled in fear. A light emerged from the heart of the inferno, expanding like a rising sun. And from the flames, the phoenix appeared. She was vast, majestic. Her wings spilled golden embers, and her eyes burned like stars. The protectors of the flame fell to their knees. The fire did not bless the king. It had come to destroy his empire. And Daynara had been chosen as its herald. Terror gripped Rhaegar.
"What are you waiting for? Kill Daynara! Kill her now!"
roared the king. But the soldiers hesitated. The impossible stood before them. the king's daughter beside a living goddess. Only Joffrey moved. Flaming sword in hand, he charged at his sister.
You are not a chosen one. You are a heresy.
The blade came down. Daynara raised her hand. The steel crumbled into ashes. Joffrey's eyes widened in horror. The phoenix spread her wings. A firestorm swept through the hall, toppling pillars, collapsing walls. Vucandor's fortress began to fall. Daynara looked at the man who was supposed to be her father and saw only a tyrant consumed by fear. Without a word, she climbed onto the phoenix's back and soared into the night. To some, she was now a miracle. To others, a threat. But one thing was certain: Daynara Drakary had been reborn. From that day forward, she would be known as the Mother of the Phoenix. And with her, the age of tyrant kings was coming to an end. Yet far beyond Vucandor, in the distant horizon, a shadow watched. A presence, divine and ancient, that had witnessed a rebirth like this before. And it knew what the Phoenix truly meant. The true battle was yet to come.
If you want to continue following this story, subscribe to our channel and activate notifications.